settings, and so I'll update you on the settings each time because they vary slightly between the rounds. But for now, we're going to check out our spawn. Hopefully we get a fantastic one, and we have a fantastic spot to kill zombie. The interesting part is you have a target, but you also have somebody targeting you. So if you can identify who's targeting you, it could give you a big advantage in terms of who to stay away from in the game. Oh boy, my spawn is in a bonus that's like impossible to take, the +10 Oeste. So how do I turn that into a realistic bonus? We'll see. The blizzards also make it a bit interesting here. Okay, Zychron's first. I'm last in turn order, so I'm going to be stuck with the leftovers to some degree. We'll see. It's Brazil advanced. So the bonuses, as I just had up here a second ago, they're very uneven. There's 4 that are real takeable, the 4, 3, 3, and 4. And then you've got the 8, 9, 10, and 7. So it's really 4 bonuses that are takeable and the rest aren't. So it'll be interesting to see if those get taken, how people react to that. I'm guessing we play a no bonus game here. But again, we're playing 3 straight games back to back to back on this same map with slightly different settings. So you'll get to see it play out, and we'll be real experts at Brazil Advanced by the end of this. All right, here goes our target zombie. Playing as green. We want to keep as many connections to him as possible, but we also don't want to do anything obvious. We don't make it obvious where we're trying to get to. What I need to do without being obvious is probably add to my 2 stack up here. We also want to just keep an eye on if we can identify who's targeting us and get an idea of that. What's up, Pete? Just gonna try to kill my target here. Should be simple, right? The goal of assassins is to kill your target and to not get killed. Maybe just as importantly. Disguising your moves is definitely definitely part of it. Yeah, learning the robe. Yeah, I'm sure you have played plenty of Assassins games, but this is a little different because most Assassins tournaments that have been played previously, it's just winner moves on. For the first 2 rounds of this tournament, it's about accumulating the points so you can actually get multiple assassinations in a match, which is a little bit different style of it. Once we get to the Octo Finals, it'll be the traditional winner moves on format. Okay, Plasma moves a big stack right next to me. What did he hit to get there? He hit a 4 of yellow. Does that mean he's going after yellow or trying to get close to me? I've got to keep this position up top alive because that gets me closer to old zombie. And I kind of need this position because I'm getting blocked off here. So we're just going to take a card for now. What's up, Bertram? Thank you for the good luck. That was a 4 stack hit by Plasma turn 1. Plasma general style, he doesn't like bonus games. So it doesn't surprise me playing in this game. Crackle also, as a general style, doesn't like bonus games. So it doesn't surprise me with both of them that we look at a no bonus game here. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yes, there's definitely a bonus I can take. But that's kind of my reasoning is I want to see how these guys react to bonuses. I do have a +3. I've hit 2 orange 1s. But I'm going to be a little patient about it because I know who I'm playing with here. Zychron's all about bonuses. Apes and Zombie are probably in the middle, but Crackle is pretty anti-bonus games, and Plasma is super anti-bonus games. So I'm going to let them show me what kind of game we're having and keeping my stack down there to take the bonus at some point if it becomes available. You see the block already happened. Zombie already blocked Crackle from taking a bonus. So Crackle hit an Apes 4 first turn. Plasma's nowhere close. Sorry, Plasma hit an Apes 4 first turn. Plasma's not really close to connecting to apes, but he definitely is connected to me on the south side of the board. Let's see where he goes this turn. He made the biggest move turn 1 for sure. I've got to sneakily snuggle up to zombie up top on this top left side. It's good for now. I'm good now. I don't need to move any closer for now, but I need to hold that position. Also, this 6 is in a tricky spot if I'm ever going to make that happen. Yeah, I have a sneaky suspicion Plasma's got me. Worth going for the bonus, seeing if they break me. Plasma 100% breaks me, and I just lose the troops if I do it. How about a slow take? I'm fully expecting to get some oopses or something. Okay, we're going into turn 3. My best guess at who's trying to kill me is Plasma. Okay, we do see a bonus taken. I let Zycron do it. Zycron's big bonus proponent, so it makes sense. Let's see how these guys react. See if he gets through both Crackle and Plasma's turns, holding that bonus. Yeah, Crackle already gives the attack emote. Again, Zombie breaks the bonus. There you go. And we get a well played from Crackle. That is kind of what I expected to see. You gotta know who you're playing with. It's a big part of the game is knowing kind of the tendencies of the players. There's definitely an advantage there. And I know I'm playing with a bunch of no bonus guys. Except for Zycron, I would have said he's definitely a bonus guy. Crackle has decent connections to me everywhere. But I think he would have added differently if I was his target there. But he could be trying to throw me off the scent. I'm also 6th in turn order, so I'm going to get the big trade. Ooh. Apes snuggles up next to me. Also causes me a problem in terms of getting to zombie. That is a sign Apes has me. If Apes has me, Plasma did me a super solid move turn 1 by taking out an Apes 4 next to me. I think Plasma's moving his other stack up to get near me. He's leaving his 6. No, he moves it all up. Okay. Because his 9 can handle the south part of me. I think Plasma's trying to line me up. I could be totally wrong, but that's still my initial impression there. So I gotta stay connected to green. I need this position to stay here. Because I gotta come up through green here. I can either take my 5 this way and fortify in to help me on this side, or over here if green adds on this side. This is a little annoying from Apes, but now I can come through this side. I think I'm going to need the more troops to this side here. And I get to block up the board a little bit with it. Zycron moves away from me up top and at bottom. I think Zycron's probably least likely at this point to be my to have me as his target. If I was guessing. Again, could be totally wrong. That's what's fun about Assassins is you just never know. I'm curious how many of these other Assassin's groups will play bonus games. I'm guessing we'll see some that play bonus games. I'm guessing this group does not play any bonus games. Where's Crackle going? Not getting a good impression of Crackle's lines. Maybe Plasma or me. If it's me, I need to take his little one out of that top position. I think Crackle might be lining me up. I think it's worth it to take his one out of that top left. It's at least one more Predator I can somewhat stave off. No, but he can come through the bottom. So it doesn't really help me. Never mind. I think Crackle's maybe lining me up. But it might make him declare. If I take out his other one, it might make him declare which way he's going there. I don't think Plasma's going to hit a 3. I'll explain what I mean by declare in just a second. So now he has to say, if he wants to come through his 1 to come up here to hit me, he's got to show it. He's got to show me something. Whereas he could have sneakily left his 1 up there and just added to it slowly. Now it's a much more like he would have to declare where he's going. He'd also have to split to go right and left. So it at least makes it tougher on him. I love Plasma sitting this 10 here in this path because it takes away one of the jumps from top to bottom for everybody. And I already have kind of access to those 2 points. Zychron's going big puncher in the middle. He's got a 7 on the left and an 8 at the bottom. So he's pretty evenly split around the board. Zychron's lining up Crackle, right? He doesn't have this 4 lined up. I kind of have this like somewhat of a triple kill guard going right here. Plasma's got the other side of it covered. And I've got these 3 from the 7 because of the way the blizzard sits here. This territory where my 7 is, I think, is super important. It's blocking off these 3 at the top. It's also connecting east and west at the very north part of the board. Crackle continues to add like he's trying to kill me. I'm pretty confident Zychron's lining up Crackle. Not 100% sure, but at least like 17% sure. I think I want this other spot right here where Zychron is, and to put a decent sized stack here. Because again, it connects these 2 sides, and I would have pretty good control of this area. I don't think it makes it too obvious to Zombie what I'm doing. My path up to Zombie is a little more annoying now also, just because the way stuff's shaped. Eventually I could fortify that up. So my 3's close enough to where it could do damage by adding to it. This is the hard part of killing him, is right here and coming through, potentially if it's blocked. I'm connected here and I'm connected here. So maybe I'm being too obvious. It's possible I'm being too obvious. It's really tough if you're last in turn order. If you're last in turn order, your target's always going to trade right in front of you. Obviously, the best target would be someone that's right after you in turn order. Most likely. Yeah, Plasma's lining me up for sure. And he's right before me in trade order. We could try to make him declare. Oh, would love to leave that stack there, zombie. Except there's still a path around the top. I'm too much in a line up there for him. Crackle gets the 8 trade. So the 4 for Zycron, the 6 for Zombie, 8 trade for Crackle. Where they add is super important. Crackle's kind of lining up Zycron, but I thought Zycron was lining up Crackle. It is possible you end up with the targeting each other. Obviously, those are entertaining because you end up trying to set each other up. What I don't know for sure, I don't think the 7 connects to the green 5 here. I'm pretty sure. I'm not used to having the blizzard here shaped like this. Maybe it does. I'll check next turn. I think I'm going to snily kind of move the... Oh, Plasma's going to add there. I don't like that. Maybe he's going to hit the green 1. My guess is Plasma has me. Especially if he moves this up to the 13. No, he flips the other way. That was kind of interesting. Do I have enough just to do it now? No. Also don't know if that actually connects. If I want to make this as annoying as possible for Plasma. Yeah, so that doesn't directly connect. Good to know. Oh, shoot. And that's really next level risk play, guys. If you skip right there, last in turn order. Ah, what am I doing? Okay. They're probably thinking this guy must know some crazy risk. Okay, may not matter. Zycron kills Crackle, gives the oops. Crackle saying, how are you going to get through to my 6? He is going to get there, though. Zychron's got it. Let's confirm that was his target. Okay, the skip doesn't make me feel as bad there. Let's see. Game over. Alright, GG's. Zychron kills Crackle, game 1. That was pretty smoothly done. Makes me feel a lot better about that skip. And we get to split some placement points. There's some good news there, so we at least get something out of that. And they're all thinking, man, this Mitch on Risk guy knows a lot about Risk. He card skip last in turn order after that. Zombie just going for it. I'm doing a 70 run here. Love it. Set on 3, first player likely to be normal. Yeah, if the first player has that set on 3. Okay, let's take a look at what the settings are for game 2. It's just, again, same map, but the settings slightly differ for each game. So game 2 here, we're going to be Brazil advanced. World Dom, Blizzard's off. So Blizzards will go off this time. Fog off. Now we'll have stable portals. Placements auto, Carbone's progressive. AI difficulties expert. 60-second turn timer alliances are off. IA's automated balance splits dice. No VC, no modifier. So the way the settings change each game. So it's Blizzard's the first game. Portal's the second game. Stable Portal's the second game. Unstable Portal's the third game. So it kind of follows that format each time. Let's see if we got a new... I don't know why I'm still watching this. Sure, Crackle will reset up. There we go. Let's make sure he's got Fog off, Blizzard's off, Portal stable. Crackle knows what he's doing, obviously, guys. Okay, we got our new target. Our target is Plasma Field. So, we're going after the orange player here. Didn't go too well game 1. Maybe I won't be last in turn order this time. That'd help a little bit. But the skipping... So all 6 players play all 3 games. Alright, so we got same 6 resetting. You can see after game 1, Zychron gets the 12 for the win, plus he gets the 1 for the bounty taken. Mitch on Risk, the Apes Flying Poo, Plasma Field, and Zombie. We split the 12 remaining placement points, so we all end up with 3 in that game. Oh, we're redoing targets. Okay. Pentix had only done the 5-player targets. Okay. Our target for game 2 is Crackle. So we'll be going after blue here. Let's see what we can do, guys. Brazil advanced with stable portals. Bertram, you think it happens again? Getting the set on 3. First player to get the set on 3 on the second trades. I considered going for it. I don't know if you could tell. If I had that connection up at the top, I would have gone for it. But I wasn't even sure I didn't have it. But now I definitely know. Again, after these 3 games, I'm really going to know Brazil advanced, I think. Alright, game 2. Let's try to get our kill. Portals are key, you think, Bertram? Who gets... Because they're stable? So having one of them is going to be critical? Yeah, I think so too. Oh, I'm first. So I go from last to first. Oh, and I have 3 portal positions. Ah, interesting, interesting, interesting. Can I hold? We're gonna go all in on portals. So I'm leaving a 3, a 3, and a 4 in the portals, which leaves 3 other total portals to take. Then I can kind of navigate to which portals get me closest to my target. Slash away from everybody else. What? Apes is rolling a 4 on 3 turn 1? Oh, okay, he just pointed at it. He was just signaling, maybe? Getting back Plasma for hitting his 4 last game first turn. So my idea with the portals here is if I have a few of them through these first 2 turns at least, I can figure out where I need my troops easier, and I can move them faster across the map to align with where I needed to align for my target. Maybe that's right, I don't know. We're going to see. That's just kind of my logic here early. It also kind of prevents them. So there's 7 portals. I was thinking there's 6. There's 7 portals. It also prevents them from having a bunch of free access to move their troops around quickly if they're trying to target me. Unstable portals may allow a little more for running away from people, but it's such an open map that you can only run away so far. You might be able to hide behind a stack, but... So just looking at my positions compared to the Crackle is... I've got this maybe going this way. This stack / portal can handle up here. My weakest connection is here, and it's blocked by multi-stacks everywhere. Feels like he's in a bunch of spots. Maybe that's just me. Zombie hits me. Zycron gets the... Zycron was first in turn order last time. I'm first in turn order this time. As long as I get my trade on 3, I should win. It should be that simple, right? I don't like that 4. His 4 over here is a problem. Obviously, that's the Ancash region of Brazil, not Brazil. This is a Brazil advance, but it's obviously a lot more than Brazil. I'm guessing Ancash is part of Chile there. Maybe. I didn't get a great feel for anyone like super targeting me turn 1. I could move a stack up into this portal. The key is getting here somehow. I don't have a great plan for it yet besides holding what I got here. And hoping stuff shakes loose a little bit. So theoretically, I could jump that stack. I mean, I could hit the 4 in the portal. I just don't want it to be a 4 when that happens. What's up, Carter? Thank you for sending your love. That really means a lot with those kind of emotes. Really get you. I can feel the love through the screen for sure. No, I know, I'm talking to Carter. I know you're not Carter, I'm talking to Carter because you said Carter sends love. You're another player. Okay, I probably should have been watching a little closer. You really got to watch close in these games. They're not going to last a super long time, most likely. I would guess most of them in turn 8. Unless you got some really good blocks going. How do you hide on a map like this? And you can make it a little bit tough. The toughest spot to get to here, though, with portals, you're not more than like 3 territories away from anywhere. It feels like. Wish green would have moved more. All right, here goes Zycron right before my turn. Could give up that middle portal. Move my 3 stack over into my 2 stack. Maybe even trick, or not trick, but get Crackle to move into it. We'll see if we can get some people to take out these connections a little bit. I think maybe Crackle will take that portal position and add to it potentially here, which could give me an easier path to Crackle. I kind of think you almost want your target in at least one portal. It's got give and take, right? Makes you easier to kill, but it makes your kill easier to get. And the name of the game is getting your kill. I think you almost have to focus on that more than... I don't know. Yeah, you definitely have to focus on that. The number one thing you got to focus on is getting your kill. But you'd also like to not be killed. Aves is purposely moving troops up and away from me. Also don't get the feel necessarily like Zycron's trying to line me up, although he's in a lot of my positions. Crackle does not move into that portal. Oh, he splits. Oh, he just comes back. Okay. Crackle's trying to stay there. Does that mean he has plasma? Surely someone hits my portal position there in the middle at some point. I'm almost sure it'll happen. And if it does, I think I want to move this 4 here in the middle over to the left, taking out that Crackle spot that's going to be an annoying split later, and move into my portal position with a big stack. Then I could potentially hit the portal or come down here and clean up the bottom from it. Also, I could move into this orange position and be connected to Crackle there. The place I need the most troops is probably on this far right side. I think I had one here, and I go into the orange spot, so I actually connect to Crackle. I add there. I guess I could check cards, Bertrand. That's a good point. No jokers. Everybody's straight up. Joker would be nice to have, don't you think? Then guarantee a trade on 3. First trade on 3. I could go for that. Ah. Crackle moves directly into my trap. I want him to hit my freaking portal spot and combine in there. But he's probably too smart to do that. Who do you think's trying to line me up? Plasma? Yeah, I think Plasma might be trying to line me up. I don't know why I always think that. We'll have to ask and see who was targeting us in each game at the end of this. This is such a crazy good lobby. Zychron, one of the top players in the world in terms of specifically getting bounties. There's not a lot of players better than him at finding a way to get a bounty when he needs a bounty. Crackle, top player in the world. Zombie, really, really, really good. I think this is his first ever PRT match, so happy to have him. Okay, so Zychron clears out a little corner of Crackle for me. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm connected about everywhere I need to be to Crackle. I want to come here and then move back. I think that's what I'll do. Crackle probably knows I'm lining him up by now. Oh, what did I do? Yeah. I'm pretty sure he knows I'm lining him up. I meant to put 2 in the other spot and 1 in that. Somehow I messed up my deployment there. I gotta add to the 6. But everything else is pretty lined up evenly. The 6 is gonna have to split and hit 2 3s. So I gotta take a 7 back. That would leave 4 maximum. So I need to have 10. Need to have 11 as a minimum where that 6 is as of now. Does he connect these? Would love to see that. Prevents that split. Nah, he's too smart for that. Too smart for that, guys. Maybe trying to get me to declare which way I'm going there. Definitely makes that split tougher with what just happened. Okay. Does someone go for the kill first trade sequence here? If someone does, it would be Zychron going for it, I would think. Not here, but on the on next turn. Crackle's at 27 troops. I'm at 28. I'm going to be at 35. I would have to make some risky rolls. Like a couple of 7-on-4s. A 7-on-5. Ugh. Luckily it's progressive. But trading in 3 dudes gives me a better chance to get that next trade coming back at me. Because we're pretty low in terms of cards in the deck. So it gives me a decent chance at that next trade on 3. All right, so we trade our dudes because we want to put 3 dudes back in the stack and potentially get it back. This time I'm not going to card skip on this turn, so watch this pro level move actually doing what I'm supposed to. Look at that, took a card. Pro move. I'd always recommend in your 6th turn to go ahead and take the card. Actually, it would have made a lot more sense if I was going to card skip in one of these 2 games. It would have made a lot more sense for me to do it in this game versus the last one. But looks like we don't have a trade, everybody. Okay. Trade there, I think, would have done it easily. Did I just make a crazy kill attempt without a trade? I can't split those 4s and do it. Someone would have to help me. Someone's gonna have to get hit to make that possible. And no one's gonna hit one of those stacks. Alright, Crackle gets the 8 trade. He's now ahead of me in troops. Gonna make that kill tricky. He will not hit that middle portal, man. At some point he does because he wants to get a kill, right? He goes and takes a portal. I don't have the kill next turn. So I think I just lose. Ah, he finally takes the portal, okay. Makes it a little more interesting. Does he take it or just... Doesn't matter either way, I love it. Definitely helps. The reason it helps is I can move my 5 down now into the portal and hit it from the same stack. It reduces 1 position that I have to hold. All these guys are really calculating through, can they get a kill or not? Oh, Plasma goes the other side. Who's Plasma trying to kill? Zombie? Yeah. Plasma's lining up Zombie. Zombie's getting the 12 trade. Let's see where Zombie goes. Who's Zombie lining up? Hopefully it's not the purple guy. We like him. Hmm. He puts in the portal so you can't tell exactly. He's also connected to that other portal. I don't know on zombie. It's kind of hidden. Unless it's me. That's why he put them all in the portal. Still kind of tough. He doesn't really have access to my 9. Alright, big trade for Zychron. Let's see if Zychron goes for it. If anyone's going to go for it in this turn, it's Zychron. Because everybody else already went, so I'm pretty sure I can say that. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do this. Really get them scared. Alright, let's see if we get to live for another turn. Maybe someone will fail, and we'll get to play another turn. We'll see. This should be the fireworks turn, though. You're going to want to watch. Here goes Apes. Looks like he's got no cards. No set for the first 2 players in turn order. Wild. Alright. Here goes Crackle. Trade? No way these guys are purposely holding on cards. Oh no, I don't even have a trade on 4! What? How is that possible? That sucks to be first in turn order, and that time you're first in turn order you don't get the set. This is no trade for Crackle. This is interesting. The first 3 players in turn order don't have sets. The last 3 players in turn orders obviously have more troops than us. So if they're targeting... Oh, 69 for Plasma. 1 second. Please pause. So they should easily have their kill, whoever their kill is. I thought at one point Plasma had me. No, he has zombie. Ooh, we get a good luck from Zychron. Is that Plasma just trying to keep the game alive? I'm some serious collateral damage right there. Where's he going? Is he going through Crackles and going to roll that down? This is a huge oops. Unless he's just trying to... I mean, he's given Zychron the game now. At least he stopped there. Zombie's in trouble. How does he react? Does he just hit Plasma? Or does he hit Zychron to try to keep the game going? Who's Zychron gonna hit? Who's Zychron lining up? Me? No. Maybe. Was this hitting Zychron? I love if he hits this 17. It's a better chance for the whole crowd. Hit it. Hit it. Let's go. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. Oh, he fortified. That's the game. If Zychron's got cards on 3. I cannot believe I don't have cards on 4, guys. Well, as Pete would say, That's the way the cookie crumbles. I mean, I'm way too much of a troop deficit to even go for it. If I knew who was trying to kill me, I might hit them. My best guess at who's trying to kill me is maybe apes. I mean, whoever's trying to kill me can kill me. I'm so beaten down after that partial. Oh, this is a Zychron kill attempt? No? He's just weakening me? Why did he do that? I think what you do after this is you just hit the person after you in turn order. Because he's probably going to run it anyway. Let's see. I think he's trying to kill me also, but he's also next in turn order, so kind of a combo purpose there. I think he's thinking he's taking his 7 across. Yeah, right here. He's taking this down. No, he didn't add enough to do. Okay, he's still adding. Okay. Well, that's too much if that's the plan. Maybe it is. Maybe he jumps through the portal. Unless he's going at Zychron. He comes across here. Okay, it's Zychron. $13 on 13. So maybe my play saved the game. Except this is going to kill it because now Crackle just gets to do whatever he wants with his trade. But if Apes would have done the same as me and hit Crackle, we may still get to keep playing. So Crackle kills me. No, Crackle kills Ape? No. Plasma? Crackle kills Plasma. Surely he's got this. Ah. He goes down through the 6. Okay. Crackle gets the win. Man, no cards on 4 is a killer there, obviously. I still feel good about the way I played it out. You hit the guy next to you in turn order. Try to keep the game going as long as you can. No fault to Apes. He had a trade there, so he trades and he tries to get his kill because he feels like that's his best shot. So no hard feelings there. Then Crackle gets the trade, and by then the board's so wide open. So that's all you can do. I had it lined up. If I have the trade, I get the kill. Sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles when you play Risk. Zychron said he feels bad for me, so. Oh, he said he feels bad, but it's not like his fault. I thought he was saying he just feels bad didn't have cards. I think Zychron made the right move. So Zychron saying, sorry, Mitch, because I hit you. But that was the right move to make, which is the same thing I did the next turn, right? So I did the same thing. I hit Apes because he was after me in turn order. All right, we got our game 3 targets, and it's back to Zombie. Okay, let me get out of this game. The good news is we're collecting some nice alive points. Basically, if these games end like you expect them to, most of them, where there's 4 live players, you're splitting 12 points, so everyone alive gets 3 points. But obviously, the wins are the big deal. Now we're going to play with some unstable portals, and things are going to get interesting. Yeah, because there's a little bit of hiding you can do here, right, Bertram? Is that what you're saying? Bertram saying unstable portals now take skill. It's going to change the game a little bit. I think that's what's fun, is playing the same map over and over with these slightly different settings. Just feels like you're really playing a series. You're really getting to... everyone's comfortable with the map and stuff, and we're just kind of testing out people's abilities to play these slightly different feels to it. So after game 2, Zycron's at 16, Crackle's at 13, Mitch on Risk at 6, Apes at 6, Zombie at 6, Plasma at 3. If we can get the win here, I would feel great. That would be a great night. Got 2 live games and a win. Couldn't ask for more. So let's see if we can make that happen. Again, there's 9 more groups to play. The top 3 after round 2 all go directly to quarterfinals. And the next 42 go to octofinals to play in the winner moves on style game. So it'll be assassins, but it'll be winner of each game moves on. We're second in turn order, which is still a really good spot. Although probably best in this might be that last spot in turn order, because you can jump right before portals change. If you're not familiar with unstable portals, the way it works is they'll be red this turn, and all odd turns they'll be red. Next turn they'll go blue in these same positions. The next turn they'll move to a new position, but they'll be red again, which means closed. Blue means open. Okay. So we're going after Zombie. You can't trust where the portals are at, remember. He's got some challenges up top for me. I think I go here and I move up. And I add here. So his top right is tricky for me to get to. I need to move that 3 to the right if I'm going to get over there, probably. It's possible he moves that 2 out, but I think he adds a bunch to this 2 at the bottom on this. Oh, he already went. Okay. He's right after me in turn order. Theoretically, I'm in a really good position. He's right after me in turn order, and I'm early in the turn order. Much more likely to see a failed effort here because of the way you can move around the board and create problems for your assassin. And to some degree, so keep in mind, these games, the first kill attempts have been happening on that 6th turn. So you've traded once. No, on the 7th turn, sorry. You've traded once, and now you're back up to those 3 cards. On the 7th turn, the portals will be closed. So 8th turn will be the real bloodbath, but if you get a fortunate enough position, 7th turn could be possible. But at the end of the 6th turn, you're going to have people like Crackle and Zycron creating problems. The nice part for me is my target's not at the bottom of the turn order, where he can sneak away as fast. Although, it's kind of the bouncing part of the unstable portals, in that the early in turn order, you have the benefit of getting a trade early, or potentially. But the late in turn order has the better defensive mechanism of utilizing the portals for defense with unstable portals. All right, turn 2. I think I just keep my 6 down at the bottom. And I try to create a position on the right here. This is okay. My 2's in a little bit of danger. Actually, that's a really precarious. Oh, I can fortify my 3 up to my 2. I think is what I want to do. It's weird that doesn't hit that portal territory. Again, we're sitting at 6 points, which is okay. I mean, that's probably a decent pace. Gives you a really good chance to advance onto Octo Finals. But a win just one win with those 6 points would make me feel extremely confident that I'm making it into Octo Finals. And then maybe I go super aggressive in game 2, in round 2. Going for a couple of wins, trying to get into those top 3 slots. I think what you'll see is a lot more people play super aggressive in round 2. It should be really interesting, the way people play it out. Because I think we'll see more aggression in round 2. Getting in those top 3 spots, basically, it guarantees you that quarterfinal spot, which means you got to skip that whole challenge of getting a kill in 3 games. Turn 2 for Crackle. This post-game will be real interesting to talk through with these guys, the post-match conversation. Because we don't for sure know everybody's target in every game. But it'll be interesting to see kind of what people were doing, what they were lining up and such. There's been a little chat in the match thread, but not a ton. I do have my 70% game coming up here in 55 minutes. So hopefully I'm sure we'll be done with this. Yes, all round 1 are on this map, Bertram. I know it's confusing now because we had the player's choice where different groups were playing different maps. Should move by plasma there. Zombie no longer has that 2 stack down here. I like that. Do I try to create more of a middle position? Try to make myself harder to kill. I think I do a little of both. So I'm going to create a 4 here. He's got the middle position. I'm connected everywhere but that left side. And I have kind of a pseudo connection to him. But I'd have to go both directions and just kind of get lucky with people not blocking me there. He hits a Zycron 3. I think his Zycron hit his 2 last turn. That's interesting. I like that play. Zycron throws up the old tombstone. The hard position to get to now is that top side. I think I'm going to have a path to that middle no matter what. I think my challenge is that top left. So I start building that out maybe. He's also got that one tucked in behind the yellow 3. Which probably will shake out just fine, but it's a little annoying right now. Of how that top left's going to shake out. I just got to get more troops up there. If I get more troops up there, I'll have options. And I need to not attack too much up there because I don't want to block my pathing. Because clearly it's going to take some complex pathing up there. Of course, if it's something like this, then I jump through the portal and hit that 4. Gosh, I think the most helpful thing is probably moving into this position. The problem is that makes my kill a lot easier. Don't like that I lost one there. Zombies on 11 territories also. Bertram, I love the positive thinking. You would think after not getting cards on 4 in that scenario, I'd have a Joker here, but no Jokers. We're straight up. So as long as nothing gets added right here in this nice connector territory of Choco, I can hit here and come down. And then I can take my 6 up. And that annoying 1 is gone. So now the crucial spot for more troops is probably over on this side. Thanks, Crackle. Crackle's lining me up. Just looking at this, if I added 4 here and I go hit the 5, I had 3 here and I hit the 9, so that's 7 troops I gotta have. And these guys double tap. Probably need another 5 for that to have any hope. And at least 4 here. Still 18 troops. That's not a bonus, right? No, okay. Why does Zycron keep telling me things? Am I just missing what he wants me to do? Or is he being sarcastic with someone else? I don't know what you want from me, Zycron. I'm not smart enough to figure it out, apparently. Think I got cards on 5. We got them, but we have to trade in on all 3. Ooh, we got a couple of +2 options. Put it here and move it up. Which one's that? Lauriohoa. Lauriohoa. I think I'm crushing that pronunciation. I think Crackle's lining me up. Could be totally wrong. Maybe not. Maybe he's lining up yellow. If I wanted to ruin Crackle's chance of killing me, I hit this 4 and 1. That make that kill much tougher for him. If he moves this 5 back, I feel confirmed. Not that it matters that much, it's still connected for him. But I'm not hitting that 1. I'm going to make sure it's just as tough as can be on him. Gosh, Zombie's only at 26 troops. Do I have it? Is it possible? Portals are going to be open. You would add 7 here and go real tight through this. You had 5 here. Pop, pop. And it could maybe help with a double tap at the top. But that's 12 troops you gotta have. Just to have any hope. And we're not getting 12 troops, guys. You just hold out for the trade on 3. Two to the 6 to go 7 on 5, 3 to the 5 to go 7 on 5. It's already 5 troops. And then you got to add minimum 4 here. 9. And then this double tap, you need really 4 minimum to have any hope. 13 minimum troops. That would be puckering. And I'd really like to stay alive here. Oh, I lost that one, huh? Okay. Didn't realize that. Yeah, I just don't have enough to do it. That 4 is now blocking my 3, so I need to move that up. So when I hit, move that up. And hope I get one more turn. We'll see. The other positive of that play, your target being right after you, is they're not getting a much bigger trade. So it's not like a big difference there. Who's zombie lining up? Yeah, here's the hide and seek game. Yeah, this is where it gets fun, guys. That's a great move by Zombie. Okay. Game on. Is Ape's trying to get anywhere? I think he's just defensively adding. I don't think Apes is lining me up. That would be a weird play if he was lining me up from doing that, what he just did. Still think most likely is Crackle. I think Crackle's trying to figure out right now if he's got enough to kill me. But he's got to add a lot to that 4 to get to me. More than that. That's a good sign. That might mean he's not trying to kill me. So this is interesting because the portals aren't open next turn, which is the most likely turn everyone's going after each other. Obviously, I don't have a trade on 3. That would be crazy. So... Crackle blocking a hide and seek move? What's Plasma doing? If he trades... Plasma could be lining me up. Yeah. I think Plasma's lining me up. I'm pretty confident now. I think Crackle's going after Apes. Yeah, that's my prediction. Plasma's lining me up. Crackle's lining up Apes. We need Plasma not to have a trade on 3 if that's the case. Does he go up with that 10? That would confirm a lot for me. Yep. Plasma 100% lining me up. That fortify at the end was interesting. Man, I was really confident he was lining me up there. And I like that this is open now. But I don't have a kill. Oh, he blocked my other path too. He opened one and blocked the other. Shoot. Okay. I'm going to have a 12 and a portal, which is interesting. But I don't really have a way to his 5 anymore. Unless Crackle moves out of that portal position. The game definitely gets more fun. Hey, couldn't have 2 games in a row without a set on 4. Let's see if that gets to be used. The game's definitely more fun with unstable portals. Pathing's going to be tricky. Oh, Crackle might kill me here. If it's Crackle, I don't think it is anymore. But let's see. Everyone's saying good game. We'll know on this first ad. That's about how much you would add to kill me. That's not how much you would add. Who's he going for? Apes. It is apes. He loses that roll. He cleans up with a 4. Oh, this is so tight. He gets that. He gets the 6 on 4. 13 on 12. He gets... Oh my gosh. What a kill for Crackle. Wow. That was impressive. He gets a 12 on 12, a 5 on 4, and a 15 on 14 in that turn. Throw in a couple of 2 on 1s and 3 on 1s. This will be a fun post game. Let's talk to these guys. Post game. One second, I think I gotta swap over my settings here. You there, Crackle? I got you. That is a good question.
There, guys. I was lucky. You had a very lucky set on 3 and barely got that.
Yeah, like I had a set on 3 and I was like, I can kill Crackle if he doesn't set in. And then you set in, I was like, oh, my kill's gone. And then you went for the risky kill and I was like, I can clean up. I've got this. I got this. And then you got it. Like, oh, it's gone.
You're licking your chops, hoping.
Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
We got you.
There he is.
Yeah, I can hear you.
My setting has been so irritating today. Anyway, as I was saying, Crackle number 1 with 26 points. He literally came back from the grave. We have Cyclone with 19 points, having won the first game and surviving the last 2. Mitchell Riz with 9 points, being the unlucky guy to not have a set on 4.
What was that? Yeah, that was BS.
Who was your target, Mitch? Who was your target that game?
We have the flame.
The blue
have
player,
the-
whoever that was.
Oh, nice.
Just kidding. I know who it
We
was.
have the 8 flying field with 9 points, zombie with 9, and plasma field with 3. So, guys, let's talk about this game. So the first game, Crackle, you lost. How do you feel coming back from the grave? How do you feel like being killed in the first game to actually come back and winning it all in the second and third game?
Well, the first game I was pissed because I had a trade on 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna kill Plasma, but Zycron got a trade on 3 as well.
Did you know Zycron was coming after you in that first game?
No, I had no idea.
No
I wasn't
idea,
really,
yeah.
That first game I was going balls to the wall, just trying to get a kill.
Sure,
I didn't really
sure.
care.
Yeah, I was just curious if you knew it.
In the third position, I feel like that's how you gotta play it.
Go super aggressive.
So in the first game, besides of course Crackle, because we know, but anybody else had an idea who was going for them?
Gosh, I don't remember.
Yeah, I think I thought a zombie was, but I wasn't too sure. I can't remember now.
Yeah,
I know he was coming from in his last game, like turn 1. I just knew it off the bat.
Actually, zombie was going for you in the first and the third game.
Okay, yeah.
Cyclone.
Zycron knew it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely knew this last one. I felt like it was the first one, but I honestly can't remember. It was so long ago.
Were you guys
Yeah.
surprised more stacks didn't get hit like Zombie did, or you think he was just being too obvious?
In the first game, nobody hit any of my stacks, but it was just kind of who was moving around after me.
Yeah.
But in this last game, it was super obvious. When he hit my 3 stack, I was like, well, that's not that's not a friendly thing. He just wants to kill me because he's weakening himself too. Like I feel like in Assassins, you don't want to make yourself low on troops, even if it means hitting your target, because that means you're weak as well. You just save all your troops right until that turn where you execute.
Yeah,
So when he hit me, I was like, that's 100%.
But
what he was doing.
Trying to kill me. Yeah.
But what is more friendly than actually hitting you? That means that he wants to get closer to you.
I mean, I was getting chased by zombies all game. I don't know what game you guys were playing, but I was playing zombies.
Zombies are always fun. I was trying to kill zombies, it felt like the entire game, so I was pretty excited in that third game. I had it lined up, but Crackle went for a crazy kill, so.
Target?
Zombie was my target
Yeah.
first and third
Who
game.
was your target? Okay.
I was just saying after this game, I feel sorry for anybody who has to play Risk after this game because Crackle used all the lucky dice. There is no more lucky dice on the SMG archives. Like nobody has more dice because he won that game just lucky dice by lucky dice.
It wasn't. I mean, they were a little lucky for sure. They weren't like 12v12. You know what I mean? I had a couple
15v14.
50 were, yeah. No, I don't think
I was
any.
gonna-
I don't think any of those.
I had the 4 to come and slow roll with 3 dice.
I don't think any of those
Gotcha.
rolls were 100%.
No, probably not. But I figured
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't going to see another turn. So
Which version of the settings did you guys like most?
I think stable portals or blizzards.
I think the second one was nice.
Really?
I like that. But
I liked I thought the third game was the most interesting.
I like the third game too.
But that's
I-
interesting that you guys thought that. That's good.
I like any of them with portals. I didn't like them without.
We didn't like the non-portals, yeah.
I think the third game, just the portals kept landing on my positions, and I was like, I want to get away, like to new ones. I don't want to have them land where I am, so people can come hug me. And I was just, maybe I was just a bit tilted, but it was
Yeah.
good.
The portals didn't do you any favor. You were definitely targeted on this game. So, Mitch, what was that? What was that you didn't have a set on 3 or 4 to actually get a kill? I was saying that I like your position because you were perfectly lined up to kill Crackle in that second game.
Yeah, I
But-
mean, the set on 3 would have done it. And then I thought, no way I'm going to get to use my set on 4. And then I didn't have a set on 4, so that really sucked. Yeah, it was frustrating. I was really excited to get to kill Crackle.
Crackle, how do you feel that Mitch didn't kill you?
Feels good. Feels good to be alive.
Feels good to be alive, yeah. Sure. Yeah, I had it lined up pretty well in that game.
I got to go back and I'll go back and watch. I want to see how lined up you had me because I feel like I spread out. I think I had at least 6 positions.
No, I think in the second game, Mitch has the best position. He has access to all of your positions,
I
all
was
of them.
lined up,
So
on all you.
I don't know if you saw Harlow, but I had a feeling Mitch had me because I was like kind of with my mouse cursor, kind of going over the route
Pointing
that
at
he
it.
would take.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had me at all. I think I had 6 positions, but you had me at every single one.
Yeah.
At least on that second game, yes.
At the end of that game, Zycron, you talked about it a little bit. You hit my stack. You were last in turn order, and you hit my stack on the if we have the 4 trades turn.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of just lined myself up, and I just took a few little positions out, so it'd be easy to do the run.
But it was to kill me, right? You had me as a target.
Yeah, I had to, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know. So my logic, I didn't have apes, obviously, but my logic was once I didn't have a trade on 4, hit the person after me in turn order to give me the best chance to get back around to my turn. So I didn't know if you were doing that or if you were hitting me because I was your target. So
yeah, I was constantly going for the kill on you without the trade because I didn't have the trade on 3 that game, and yeah, it would have been relatively close, but if I failed that, then I would have sped the game to whoever came after me. And I didn't want to do that. I thought I'd just, maybe it will come back round. I don't want this,
And that is something that I was going to ask you, Mitch, because I saw after you didn't happen is asset on 4, you actually hit yellow.
Yeah.
So that was a reason for that, right?
I thought it gave me the best chance to get because I assumed he's got the set on 4 if I don't. So it makes it harder for him to get his kill, which it did. It prevented him from getting that kill next turn. He failed. I don't remember who he was trying to kill, but he failed his kill right after that. So that was my logic.
Second, on that last game, it seems that for most of the game you were playing defense because zombie just kept going after you over and over again. Take over your mindset. Take over your mindset because I think after you did that trade, that you added your 25 to the center, I think that's when you actually started to play offense. So how did that impact your game?
Yeah, I mean, my game plan for being in 6th position, which you would have saw on the 2nd and 3rd game, I knew everyone else was going to have trades before me unless I had a trade on 3 and no one else did, which was pretty unlikely. So my game plan was I wasn't sure who was targeting me kind of off the bat, except in that first game where I assumed it was a 3rd game where I assumed it was zombie. But yeah, I just wanted to create as many positions as possible so that even if someone did go for the kill, they'd have to have like really risky rolls all over the place. And then once it gets close, once I get that big 15 trade, I'll just slam it somewhere near the middle of the board. And then on my next trade, I can just add it all to that and just make a run, and just use that one stack just to take out all the positions of my my target. It seemed to be working out. I mean, I had the trade on 3 on that last game, and if Crackle didn't trade, I was going for him. And then when he did trade, I was like, oh, it's not working. And then he went for the risky kill. I was like, I've got it. I'm cleaning up. And then he got the kill, and I was like, oh, it's gone.
Probably could have killed apes first if I failed it, and then killed me. You could have got extra points.
Yeah, go for the extra.
I would have swept up everything I could. I was even contemplating because there was a few people on 5 cards and stuff. Oh no, sorry, on 4. Oh no, I wasn't. Yeah, never mind. But yeah, I would have took the as many kills as possible.
Mitch, on that turn, like Plasma, actually he attacked many positions to get closer to you. Did you feel the pressure?
Yeah. What? In game 2?
No, the 3rd game.
Oh, at the end. Yeah. Yeah, it was obvious at the very end that he had me. I actually thought it was Crackle who had me for a lot of that game, for game 3. And then it kind of was clear because Crackle moved more towards apes. And then Plasma came at me, so yeah. But I didn't know until very late. He actually just DM'd me that same question. I didn't know until very late that he had me.
I think Plasma hit his intent really well because during the 2nd game, I thought he was targeting me for most of it. And then I think it was after the first set of trades on turn 5 or 6 or whichever one it is, he kind of fortified a lot of positions away from me. I was like, oh, okay, I guess he hasn't got me then. But yeah, for the first 5 turns, I thought it was him.
Was it apes in game 1 that took the bonus for a turn or for 1 turn?
I think it was.
That was me. I tried.
That was Zycron.
Zycron took it?
Yeah, I mean, I thought balls to the wall was something. I thought Plasma was going to break me because he's done that before in the past, and he had a couple big stacks next to me, so I kind of guard on the left, and I thought if no one breaks me on the right, then so be it. But
I wonder if if you, I mean, you had a 1-1 there to hit, right? So it's easy to break. But if you had like a 3 or something, I wonder if people go to
Would've
break the
gone for
bonus
it.
there.
I
I
think
wonder
if
how
I put a
people
3 on the
react.
right, then Plasma would have hit like a 5-stack of mine.
So I had a
I've never-
spawn. I had a spawn for that real easy 3 territory bonus bottom right on game 1, and I could have taken it turn 1 very easily. But I knew
but
I knew who I was playing with what Zycron just said, also with Plasma in there, and I also think Crackle's somewhat anti-bonus. So I didn't see either of them letting it happen, but Zombie was the one that ended up breaking
absolutely.
anyway. So,
Yeah.
but I was pretty confident with the group I was playing with there weren't going to be bonuses.
No one was holding.
Yeah.
No one was holding.
I am curious if we see any bonuses held at all in any of the groups. Because, I mean, there's different play styles for sure. And this group was a bunch of people that are pretty anti-bonus. Except for Zycron. Zycron loves a good bonus.
Oh yeah, baby.
Mitch, during game 3,
Yeah.
other than obviously turn 3, where I did multiple moves and fortified,
Yep.
at what point had you figured out it was me?
I really didn't until that turn. That was when I knew. I had thought it was Crackle all game just because of the way he had kind of positioned. But it just, yeah, you definitely disguised it enough to where I didn't recognize.
Yeah, so I played the 3 games differently. I don't know if
Okay.
you knows. First game, I think my hand was forced. So it's, just removes the only position I have in the north, and he's all up in the north, and he's my target, obviously. So I'm like, well, great. So I'll just try and feed him. And that was it. And then I repositioned a stack behind, near a blizzard. I thought about going around to the backside, but was a little worried apes might preemptively hit it or something. So I decided to just sit there. I didn't expect to have any shot in that game.
Yeah.
It was just, hey, maybe if things fall right, I'll intentionally feed them. That'll lead to something. I'll get a couple points out of it. Game 2. Maybe I should have taken some riskier rolls and just assigned more troops. I did lose a 13 on 13 with respect to my 26 13, but still it was a tight roll, which is why I started up there.
Mm-hmm.
But I could have done the 11v7. That's pretty decent odds, and probably not made things 100% in some places. And just try to reduce the variance on the upper end roll. So anyway, that's what happened with Zombie.
Zombie, on that last game, you were haunting Cyclone from the get-go. Were you even trying to be discreet?
Well, I knocked him out of the top right, on turn 1, which I completely forgot about it.
We noticed.
And then on turn 2, I believe, he knocked me out of the bottom left. It might have been a later turn than that. So after that, I'm like, well, screw it. He hit me, I'm going to hit him back. And
yeah, but
I got a really bad roll. So then after that, I had to stop and then find a way to play defensively so I just didn't die.
Mm-hmm.
Which, ironically, the way the portal split put me right next to both of his territories.
I would understand that logic, but out of the two of you, you were actually trying to kill him. So why are you offended out of nowhere?
Well, it made sense for him to knock me out of the bottom left, not because I knocked him out of the top right, but he was in very few positions, so he needed to try to play defensively just to live.
And what crossed your mind the moment that he traded in and he added everything to the center of the map? Like, you will have to actually use like a whole set just to hit that. What went through your mind in that moment?
I mean, I was regardless of what set I would have gotten, there was no way that I would have been able to hit all of his stacks across the board. So regardless of how he would have set up his troops, I wouldn't have had a chance of a kill on him. My only chance at that game, I believe.
That's failure to study because I'm developing a tournament. Aside from that, so basically, I thought I had my 7 for support, or whatever, or not 7, whatever it was, something in the area. The 12 v7, anything left over, I thought I had that for support. And then I obviously was counting on slightly better dice with respect to the 2 giant stacks.
Yeah, I think
And-
you lost 13 hitting the 12 stack or something like that, which was unfortunate from the get go.
Yeah.
It was 13 loss on 13. So
Yeah, that was my fault. I had actually took all the dice luck and held on to it for game 3.
Yeah, so, but I mean, theoretically, I could have still optimized that, perhaps. It would have required me taking.
All right, guys, we're going to call this the end of this game. We're about 15 minutes away from our 70% match, so we'll hang out here. I'm going to take a quick break to eat, and then I'll be back in about 15 minutes for my 70%. I'll keep the stream going. We'll see you guys, see if we can get a win. Playing a little Grease 70% here in just a little bit in the 70% tournament.